What's going on? You already see the Gohan. You know what's about to go down. I actually want to take you on a trip with me because ever since this Infinite Dragon Ball story mission came out, I was actually really fucking horny with playing a full transformation team. And thankfully for me, I actually get to do this 2 times because as you can see, I already did this once before. What the fuck are these items? Why do I have these items on? What the fuck? I guess I'll take these items just in case of emergency. But I figured, you know what? Full transformation team. You usually don't get to see these motherfuckers transform in any mission ever. So, you know what? Let's enjoy it this time around. Let me just say, a lot of people, they look at this Boo, they go, listen, I want Buhan. He's super strong. I fucking love him. Oh, I want fucking Gotenks Boo. He's, he can seal super attack. Fuck him. Fuck him. I'm gunning for Majin Buu Piccolo Absorb. This man is a god, dude. I honestly, if they give you the option to choose who you want to transform into, that would be amazing instead of this fucking HP bullshit. Because I think the Piccolo Buu is literally like one of the best support units in the game because he gets defense plus 30% to all friends, and he also does Ki plus 3 to all friends, which is actually really useful, especially when you take into consideration the fact that Mr. Boo has dog shit fucking links and really links with no one. And by the way, let me just say, most key important player on this team is Mr. Goku Black. Every super attack he gets, he will raise his defense, but when he starts off, his defense is literal dog shit. So if we get super attacked here, we taking at least 130k damage minimum. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Go ahead. Hit me harder. This nigga dodge, bro. The one time I don't want you to dodge, you dodge. What an asshole. But yeah, you already know. We trying to get that HP low. But I am back home. I am happy to be home because this has been a pretty eventful drainage week. First of all, you gotta take into consideration your boy, sick guy, very sick guy, sick man. Went to the hospital Monday. Feeling better now. Feeling a million times better now. But I don't know what contributed to it, honestly, to be honest with you, because sometimes I'll just be, relaxing, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, energy gets zapped to 0 to the point that it's like, it's not even understandable, never mind, predictable. And then I'm like, listen, energy so low, it's fucking over, dude. I'm dying. Like, that's it. I gotta just sleep all fucking day. And I think last week, this week has been this has been a pretty draining week, honestly, because I had a lot of draining shit happen to me. Let's go quickly. Let's do a summary real quick, and then we'll go into the details. We'll do that, because there's a lot of shit that drain my energy. Ooh, look at that. Dude, look at this Goku Black, bro. This man putting in work when it comes to taking hits. Let's do that. And then, let's do that. So let's go in order. Today, what happened today that drained my energy? I went to work. Already that's draining my energy. Number 2, on the way home, as I'm fucking about to pull up to my house and finally relax and have some decency and have some fucking relaxation, my dad calls. You know what that means? Energy is obliterated. Energy mind crushed. Energy eviscerated. Then Monday I went to the hospital, got nuked. Saturday I actually got schemed and I fell victim to some of my old ways. And what I mean by that is I basically went out from 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. in the fucking day, which is kind of fun. I do like being with my friends. I like them. They're good people, right? But at the same time, I absolutely hate being out for that long, especially when I just went out the day before. And it just nuked me. So let's go down the list, right? Let's go down the list. So when I say back to my old ways, back in the day, I actually was like the definition of a cuck. Like I've always had a propensity to try to make other people happy because I was just so afraid of them being upset with me or not like fucking with me that I had to like do what they wanted to do. If I fucking was allergic to cheese and they wanted to eat pizza, I'm like, yeah, let's eat pizza. I'll sit there, breaking out of fucking hives. I'm just an example, but I'll just sit there breaking out in hives and be like, yo, is that good pizza? Good to know. Good. I'm happy you're happy. So one thing that I kind of had to learn and get used to. Oh my god, am I gonna have to push this? Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. Because look, this is what we're going to do. This is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put the Gohan here, right? Okay. We're going to put the Gohan here. And we're going to pray to God that Mr. Dickhead over here actually supers Goku Black. Because that'd be great. That'll definitely push us down. And we can have double Piccolo Boos. That'd be amazing. Yes. Double Piccolo Boos, please. But yeah, like I was saying, one thing that I took a while to get used to, took a while to grow out of, was the advent of being a fucking low self-esteem sicko, where I'm just literally do everything to make my friends happy and people around me happy, but I'm fucking miserable. So an example of this is that, oh my god, I gotta go, Tanks. Ugh. An example of this is that in the past, I would regularly just hang out with people and do things that people wanted to do, just because of the fact that they wanted to. So what I mean by this is, okay, so fuck, shit. Okay, so, all right, so I cannot not get the super. So maybe let's just do that. So for example, in the past, I would regularly hang out with people. And would hang out, a ridiculous amount, and would just be like, fuck it, this is normal, because I didn't want to make anyone upset. So, as a matter of fact, the friend from last weekend on the Saturday, I'll give you a little bit of context. He's a good friend. I like him a lot. He's a good guy. But he's a habitual, want to chill all the time type of guy. So, there's been friends I've had in the past who just want to hang out all the fucking time. Like, you just want to stay home, relax, kick back, not think about anything, and these motherfuckers calling you, talk about what's the plans. Nigga, there are no plans. It's Wednesday, fucking 8 p.m. Leave me alone. So he's one of those people that like to hang out a lot. And basically, in the, let's see, what should I do here? I guess I'll block properly. Well, let's see, what's his defense? 85, 65? Yeah, dude, this fucking Goku Black's defense is dog shit for a hot minute. Let's do that, and we'll get some key up right there. Very nice. So, basically, he loves to hang out. Even when he was little, like, it was crazy. Like, this motherfucker loved hanging out like crazy. So, an example of this would be, in the past, I would repeatedly always hang out with him, like, ridiculous amounts of time. So, at first, it was kind of fun. We'd go to school or whatever, and we'd hang out, play video games. But the thing where things started to take a dark turn, a turn for the worse, is when we started using Skype. That's when our interconnectivity went from, yeah, we'll hang out sometimes, to every fucking day hanging out, chilling, talking on the phone, watching movies together, playing video games together. It is fucking nuts. Like, you cannot spend that much time with a person and not want to kill them. Like, it's just fucking crazy. Like, it's literally, like, I'm married to this motherfucker. So we used to hang out a lot. And for a while, I didn't mind. I'm like, whatever, yeah, we chilling. But then I'm like, you know what? I want to watch a movie by myself. Yo, let's watch it together. I want to play a game by myself. Yo, let's play it together. And it's like, dude, like, I really need some time to just do what I want to do by myself. And that's the thing. I think a lot of my friends have a hard, time understanding and seeing what the fuck I'm even talking about. And that's basically just relaxing and doing what I want to do by myself. And that's the key word there, because people would be like, yo, this guy ain't even doing anything. Like, this motherfucker's alone by himself, jerking off, doing nothing. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You 100% right. You ain't lying, right? I want to stay home, and I want to fucking play video games. I want to stay home. I want to jerk off. I want to stay home and do this. I want to do that, right? But thing is, like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And I also don't understand how my friends don't, like, hit the wall where they're just like, yo, I just want to stay home and do nothing today. But, I do like hanging out with my friends, but and as an example with that run friend, in the past we would hang out so much, it was just like, it was unhealthy, dude. Like, it's at the point, like, we used to hang out so much, people would be like, yo, you niggas gay, you guys riding together, and it's like crazy. And this actually happened twice. Once with this friend who I'm still friends with, and the second time, the first time this happened, I just cut off all communication and stopped hanging out with this friend just because I couldn't take it. Like, I was too young, I didn't know how to say no. Like, if you ever watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the dude who always says yes, 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 and he's like, I can't say no, I just can't. The red dude, the tall guy, that was me. I literally could never, ever, ever say no. Jesus Christ, dude, this Vegeta is about to push 18's asshole in all the way. And so my first friend, years ago, when I was like 13, we used to hang out every single day. Literally every single day. And again, it gets to the point where it's like, you're a good friend, we hang out a lot, but at some point we run out of shit to talk about. At some point we run out of shit to do. And it's like, even then, I would tell my friend, I would try to tell him, like, listen, I want to stay home and play Xbox. Bring your Xbox here, we can play together. And it's like, dude, like, this is a multiplayer game. Like, get a headset if you want to play with me. I just don't want to fucking chill right now. Like, for real, I just want to stay home. And what ended up happening is basically clingy. Like, the worst thing you can do with a bitch is be Mr. Clingy, and that's basically what this dude was doing. And you know what bitches do. If you do that to a girl, guess what? The pussy closes up. That's what happened to me. My pussy closed all the way up. I'm like, listen, no more dick is entering the premises. Fuck this. I ain't doing it no more. So I didn't know what to say. This is how autistic I was. I was just like, listen, I cannot hang out with this guy anymore. We hang out so much. It's like literally for the span of like 3 years, we hung out every single day. During summer, every single day. And then when it was school, weekends. So already what was funny is that, well, not really funny, but just like what happened is that a lot of times my family, like my dad and my mom, would tell me not to hang out with this guy because we were friends for a long time, but as we got older, he would get into more like ignorant shit. Like, he doing more illegal shit, more fuck shit. And, he was a cool guy. I wasn't going to just drop him as a friend. But he was hanging out around with the wrong crew. He was hanging around doing the wrong things. And because I hung around him so much, I ended up hanging out around with the wrong crew. I didn't do anything that was terrible. Like, I didn't never fucking do no illegal shit. But I would be around, people in the neighborhood who were, niggas who, like, literally, two of my friends went to jail. My friend who I'm talking about, his brother's in fucking prison right now for attempted fucking murder. His other fucking brother, like, it's just, niggas are just wild, bro. Like, you don't want to hang around with kids who have no fucking purpose in life, because then you end up being Mr. Purposeless, and you're just like, fuck it, we're gonna ride it. You ever seen Menace to Society? O-Dog? That motherfucking causing a menace to society? That's who it was, O-Dog, bro. So, my friend wasn't the worst person, but, he did illegal shit, and my parents were always draining me to, like, not hang out with him anymore, so I'm like, you know what, listen, my parents won't shut the fuck up, right? And keep it a buck, I really don't want to hang out with this guy, because I hang out with him so much. I just stopped picking up the phone. I kind of feel bad now because it's been years. And if I could talk to him, I'd be like, listen, dude, like, I don't not like you. It's just I couldn't hang out anymore. And I didn't know how to say that without hurting your feelings or having a quote-unquote breakup. Because, like, how do you not hang out with someone? Like, for real. Like, how do you... Like, I learned over time to just say, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But back then, it was like... It was my first real moment in life where I'm like... I don't know how to say no, so I'm just not going to talk to you. So what basically happened is, like, for a week, he would call me, then he'd call my mom, and then he would just keep trying to get in contact. And then after, like, a week and a half, 2 weeks, he kind of got the message and was like, all right, this nigga doesn't fuck with me anymore. And honestly, for me, that's happened in the past with friends where, I would think, like, I don't know why they don't want to hang out. I don't know if they want to talk with me anymore, but it was kind of like, whatever, like, fair enough. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person... Like, I'm very... Like, say, like, for example, say if, you don't like me, right? And if you don't like me, I would rather just not be around you because I don't want you to be unhappy. Like, I'm the type of person where I really don't like people being unhappy, especially me causing that unhappiness. So I'm just that type of guy where it's like, I'd rather not fuck around with that. That's why whenever I see dudes, like, if you ever see 90 Day Fiancé, niggas who look like fucking Jabba the Hutt fucking with bitches who are 10s, and they just like, yeah, this is great. I'm like, I don't know how you don't have like this self compulsion to not want to kill yourself just for being like a burden on someone else's life. Um, but yeah, so just as an example, that is like an example of in the past, one friend just being so fucking like so clingy. I'm like, I can't anymore. Like every day I would see that nigga, and like it got to the point I'm like, dude, I love you, you're a great guy, but holy fucking shit, man, like leave me the fuck alone sometimes. Like I just want to, like I'd legit be like, I would tell him like, yo, I just want to be alone. Is that cool? And I'm like, and he'd be like, yo, be alone in my house, like for real, like come through. And I'm like, dude, I'm bored. I don't want to come by your house. And he's like, dude, we'll be bored together. What are you gonna do at home? And it's like, it's crazy, dude. Like I ended up getting to the point where I was like, fuck it. And another reason why, to be completely honest with you, that's when I started playing Red Dead Redemption, and my life was just getting completely consumed. I was just like fucking in love with Red Dead Redemption. I'm like, listen, bro, I'm sorry. I gotta play this game. This is not just a single player game. This is a multiplayer game. The fun never stops. Unfortunately, I cannot see you anymore. Peace out. I'm in the Wild West. Don't bury me on the lone prairie where the coyotes howl. That game was god tier. Fuck you, Rockstar, for fucking a Barty R2. Yeah, so basically I've had this, encounter where I have a friend who nuked the fuck out of my energy in the past. And now, this friend who I have now is still kind of like that, but I've grown to have a tolerance to not lash out and not talk to them for months, and also at the same time not be so fucking cucky that I just do whatever they want. So, for example, this past Saturday, I ended up going out from like 12 in the morning to like 1 at night, and I really didn't want to do that. I'm the type of person, like, I hate going out for long periods of time. And I really got drained, and this is kind of like a good example of like doing things to make your friends happy. I'm happy I did it, honestly, because at the end of the day, we had a good breakfast. We went out to breakfast. The middle, I kind of got drained because my friend like went into genjutsu. My friend's like, yo, dude, listen, I don't want to go home. I want to stay out. And I'm like, all right, so what do you want to do? I don't know. And then like, and the thing is, we had one friend who wanted to go to gym, and we didn't want to go. And I was like, yo, let's just go home. We could come out later. And, dude, at this point, it was like 1 p.m. And I'm like, dude, we could just go, and then we could come back. And then he's like, nah, dude, I want to just hang out. If we're going to go home, let's go home. Like, he just wanted to, like, a weird, like, genjutsu. And what ended up happening that day is that I'm like, listen, dude, you're in the fucking realm. I got to go home. I have not been home all day. I want to go take a shit in my own house. I'll come back out later. And then he, like, drained me some more because I left, right, and I'm driving home. And we live kind of close to each other, and my other friend lives kind of far. And this dude texts me, right, like, as if this isn't the most draining text ever. He fucking texts me, and he's like, yo, dude, don't be too long. Try to be back here by 6:40. Right now it's like 5:30, something like that. And I'm driving home, a 30-minute drive. And he goes, yo, dude, try not to be too long. Be here like 6:45. I'm not trying to be out all night. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking shot? Like, I literally just got in the car. I'm not going to drive home, park my car, relax for 2 seconds, and then get back in my car and drive back. Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind, right? And it's like, dude, like, come the fuck on. So that day, that drained me. I'm not going to lie, that drained the shit out of me. And then later, I had to, like, actually do an errand. I had to go with him. Like, I had to trade in a cell phone and basically get a new iPhone 11 for my mom and my sibling. And they got a little drained by that, but I'm like, yo, dude, listen, I've been out since fucking 12. And this is the funny thing, too. My friends, right, I work during the week, right? This is Saturday, right? The fucking T-Mobile store closes early on Sunday. They go, nigga, why you gotta go do this now? My boy, I've been out since 12 in the fucking morning. It is now 8 fucking p.m. My boy, we've been hanging out all fucking day. Let me take 45 minutes to get the fucking phone. And by the way, the only reason it was 45 minutes is because the dude at T-Mobile was fucking shot. Like, I don't know what it is about people who work in that role, but, like, here's the thing. I went to the first T-Mobile store. The girl there couldn't be nicer. She was on her shit. She knew what she was doing. Unfortunately, without out of iPhones. So I went to some other fucked iPhone store, and the dude was, like, fucking, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Dude, like, he was making mistakes. Like, at one point, he was ringing up my iPhone, and I'm like, yo, my man, can I just get the 64 gig? I don't want 128. And he's like, yo, this is 64. And I'm like, nah, man, that's 128. And he's like, nah, man. And he looks at me, he goes, nah, man, this is 64. And I'm like, dude, look at the box. It says 128. And he's like, Oh shit, my bad, my bad. And then he went into jutsu, and he had to go take like another fucking 5 minutes to get his fucking I don't know, go in the vault or wherever the fuck they get iPhones from. And I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking draining me, man. Like, it was crazy, like how much time it took just to do that simple task. But honestly, that day was pretty fun because I did get drained. It was a throwback to the days from past where I basically was king of the cucks, and I was basically just doing whatever my friends wanted. But the breakfast was good. Got drained in the middle of the day. And then towards the end, we actually, at that T-Mobile store, this is how fate plays out, we actually ran into some friends from college who were by the Starbucks next to the T-Mobile store. So we ended up just going to an actual old restaurant we used to go to when we were in college together. So it was like a good get-together. It was like a good group of, like, good group, bro. Once you get more than, like, 5 people, it's a party. Like, that shit is nice. You know what I mean? You know what they say, 2's company, 3's a party, 5 or more, you're getting ready for a gangbang. So, now that I think about it, I got a little drained just because I kind of went out. And the thing is, too, to be completely honest with you, I'm very, like, I do like to be by myself at times. I do like to just do my own thing. Like, for example, I make YouTube videos. That is oh, fuck, I got the wrong Dokkan attack. Whatever. Actually, if I get a crit, this would be great. Oh, wow, you know what? If I get a crit, this is fucking 100 IQ. But yeah, I like to, make YouTube videos. I like my own hobbies. I like to do my own thing, you know what I mean? So, like, last weekend, going out Friday night, no time to make YouTube videos. Going out all day Saturday, no time to make YouTube videos. It's kind of like something I don't like doing. Like, I do have ideas. I do have different things I'd like to do. And it's kind of hard to structure everything and have that time to do these things. Big brain play. So when things like that happen where an entire day gets eaten up, it's frustrating. It's something I don't like. And I'm probably, next time them niggas ask me to go to breakfast, I'm like, listen, either we meet up later, or when we go to breakfast, no one's driving with me. Because the thing that drained me is that I brought my friend to my friend's house, and then like a fucking 5-year-old, he didn't want to get in my vehicle. And then I fucking came back and picked him up later, and it's like, dude, like, I don't want to be fucking tied to you. Because he even goes, he's like, yo, don't make me call an Uber. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm your ride, bro. Shut your mouth. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. And then, for some reason, I don't know why, this past Monday, my energy was, like, on 0. Like I mentioned, I went to the hospital because, like, I was just fucking exhausted. Like, I don't know what it is, dude. All I remember from last week is that I was just hitting a nut. I fucking had a good jerk session. And then I woke up the next day, energy on 0. When I say 0, I mean, like, I went to bed, woke up, it's as if I never went to bed. That shit was fucking crazy, dude. Like, from Thursday till, like, Saturday, Sunday, I was just exhausted. And then Monday, I was like, fuck, I'll go to the hospital, nigga. I don't feel like dying. I'll go. But you know what, though? To be honest, again, there's always blessing in disguises, right? I got drained Saturday, had a good time at dinner, went to the hospital, got drained. But guess what? When I got home, no items, Giant Form Super Battle Road. That's a reward, right? That's a reward, right? Low key though, that shit didn't make me happy. I was fucking trying to no item that Giant Form fucking stage for a million years, and when I actually did it, I was fucking ecstatic. I was jumping for joy. Let me see, what should I do here? Probably do this. Yes, sir. Dude, this Goku Black is so fucking good for events like this, dude. The fact that he can crit and the fact that he builds up defense makes him, like, invaluable. But he's dog shit the first round. Yeah, so this week has been kind of, like, up and down. And then today I got drained a little bit just because my dad called. And well, my dad is, like, really fucking shot. Like, over the past couple of years, my parents have, like, really showed me, like, I am an adult. Like, I now feel like an adult. Because for years, high school, going to college, I'm like, when am I going to feel like an adult? When am I going to feel like I'm actually, like, an actual adult? Like, someone who's not a child anymore. And I tell you right now, I think a lot of times, the moment you realize you're an adult is when you look at your parents and go, these niggas are fucking retarded. Like, the moment you look at your parents and go, these guys are fucking retards, that's when you know you're an adult. You go, how the fuck are they doing that? How are you not saving money? How are you doing this dumb shit? How are you doing that? How are you doing this? Boom. Oh my god, this guy really survived with 1 HP. I'm like, how are you doing this shit when you're this old? So my dad actually called today, managed to drain the ever loving energy out of me. He's like, yo, dude, listen, here's the thing. I heard, he goes, I heard your sister got a new phone. I heard that, you know what, there's a new phone on the account, this, that, the third. I don't have money for this shit. I don't have money for that. I work too hard for this. And I'm like, dude, this guy is fucking crazy. And dude, the thing is that's crazy about my dad, like, he really is he has kind of grown to be, as disrespectful as this is to say about your own father, he really has grown to be quite the hypocrite, because my dad has a second life, a second wife, and with this thought, he actually bought her an iPhone 8, and it's on the T-Mobile plan. Like, this motherfucker's paying for it and shit. So, like, the fact that he's calling me and he's like, yo, dude, why'd you buy a new iPhone? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? I worked too hard. It's like, my boy, like, first of all, we traded in an old, fucked up iPhone. That's the first thing, okay? Second thing is, hi, hello, I haven't talked to you in 3 weeks. How you doing? Second thing is, I paid for it anyway. Who gives a fuck? Just shut the fuck up. Like, why is this guy crying? Like, it's crazy how much my fucking dad zaps. Like, my mom and my dad have drained me, but my dad, like, when it comes to a fucking championship match, that man can body my mom and drain me. That man knows how to drain. Another thing is, dude, my dad is, like, so... Like, there's Genjutsu and then there's Izanami. Like, my dad went into so much fucking jutsu where he's like, yo, dude, listen. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. My sister, my aunt overseas, super sick, cancer, super sick, right? She doesn't feel good. I don't have money to go there. Da da da. He's been saying this for months. He's like, listen, I don't have money to go there. She doesn't feel good. This, that, the third, etc., etc. And finally, I just get to the point today where I'm like, listen, because he goes, her cancer is getting worse. It looks like she's gonna die. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, listen, I don't have stacks on stacks. I don't have racks on racks. You know what I mean? I fucked up. I didn't become a rapper. I went to school for computer science and I got a regular job. I fucked up. That's my fault, right? So I told him, listen, you think she's that sick? You think that it's that fucked? You know what? And, dude, he's been talking about this for months, where he's like, yo, she has cancer, this is a shame. I should really go there, see how she's doing, da-da-da. And I'm like, listen, you know what? November, there's some holidays coming up. Maybe take some days off, like 2 or 3 days off with the holiday, so that you can get a week or some days off to go visit overseas. I'll float you the cash, I'll give you the money. You know what I mean? That way you can go see your sister, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee. And what ends up happening, my dad goes into absolute eyes of fucking Nami. He's like, listen, dude, listen. This was his response to me saying that. To me saying, listen, your sister's super sick. You want to go see her here. You want me to pay? I'll pay. This nigga goes, this is what he says. He's like, listen, you know what? She's super sick. You know what? She's going to die. She's probably going to die. And I don't want to go there and see her sick. I should have gone last year. Now she's sick. I'll talk to her on the phone, da-da-da. So he's basically saying, I don't want to go, right? He's basically a scumbag and being like, I don't want to go see her. Which is like, whatever. Everyone copes in their own way. Everyone does the things in their own way. But don't fucking talk to me for months on end. Oh my God, I don't have money to go see my sister. Oh, I don't have money to go do this. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. And then you get the opportunity to go, and then what ends up happening, you don't even want to go. So that's the thing about my dad. Like, he is in an Isa fucking Nami, dude. It is crazy the amount of genjutsu he's put himself in. Oh shit, we got the transformation. Let's see, what's my defense right now? 491,000. Fuck it, I'll transform. I'll do it. I'll put it all on the line. Ah! Fuck you, Dad. But yeah, this has been a testing week. But to be completely honest with you, I'll tell you one thing. One positive thing that came out of this is that, you know what? I think I really am feeling better, because for a long time I would get sick. I would go to the fucking, well, I did go to the hospital, but I would go to the hospital, I'd go to the doctor. Whenever my dad would tell me some fucked up shit, whenever my mom would tell me some fucked up shit, I would get stressed the fuck out. I'd be like, oh my God, how are we going to pay bills? Oh my God, how are we going to do this? Oh my God, how are we going to blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just at the point, it's like, fucking listen, I got money in the bank. I got a good paying job. I don't listen to my parents anymore. My mom says something, my dad says something. I take it with a grain of salt, because they're both fucked in the head. And it's basically gotten to a good point where it's like, I don't care anymore. Like, my dad, He tells me every time I talk to him, the world's ending. Oh my God, we don't have enough money. Oh my God. Meanwhile, this nigga got a second life, second wife, second vacation home. Yeah, I mean, this motherfucker living a double life. And it is what it is, man. So I think for me, like this, I think this is the takeaway, right? For what I said in the past, what I did with my friends in the past, where I didn't want to do something, I would just go along with it. Same thing with my dad. Like even during this beginning of the divorce, I used to do things I didn't really want to do. I used to say things I didn't really want to say, etc., etc. So I think it's good. The message here is clear. Sometimes it's good to be selfish, and what I mean by that is for like forever, I would always, always, always avoid. Ooh, these guys link super well. So let's do this. Let's do that. And assuming this guy doesn't heal, we should be A-okay. There we go. Yeah, like I was saying, it's good to be selfish sometimes, because for me, that was kind of one of the hardest things for me to do and get used to, and not just repeatedly do what people want me to do. And I think as time has gone on, if I didn't take the, kind of the stance that I have now where I'm more selfish, and it's not even like, oh, fuck you, I'm very empathetic, I'm very sympathetic, but I think in the past I was overly sympathetic, I was overly empathetic, so much so that I put other people's happiness in front of my happiness, and I would regularly just do whatever people wanted me to do because I was just afraid of the consequences of them saying, oh, you're an asshole. And you know what? When it comes to your friends, it's even harder when it comes to your parents. You just got to be selfish, dude, because at the end of the day, no matter what, whoops, my capture shit crapped out. But like I was saying, sometimes it's really good to take the selfish route, because sometimes you just got to do what's best for you. And at the end of the day, no matter what, your parents, your friends, they will more than likely want you to do things because it's good for them. Not just because it's you. Your parents love you, but they want you to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever the fuck, because that looks good for them, and it's good for them to know that you're secure. And, it's just an element of selfishness. And it's basically me saying, fuck it, do what you want, do what makes you happy, and don't worry about other people. Because honestly, I'll be honest with you, things I've done with friends, things I've done with family. Oh, my friends, I'll hang out with them 3 days in a row, and then I don't see him the next week. Oh, where's this nigga out? He never hangs out with us. It's like, dude, I just hung out with you OD. Like, shut the fuck up. Same thing with my family. I'll see my dad every Sunday. One Sunday I can't make it. Oh, where's this nigga out? He's a bum. Shut the fuck up. So, at the end of the day, what can I say? I think that really, if you're not selfish, at least to the degree where you can keep your own sanity and not get to the point where you're fucking miserable all the time, like you're just gonna go on a fucking, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be the school shooter, bro. You're gonna be walking around in a trench coat, and because you can't talk about your own personal feelings and your own fucking disgust with people, now you gotta kill everyone. That ain't right. That ain't right. And plus, guns are expensive. I don't have the money, so I gotta tell people to fuck off and leave me alone. But with that being said, this video comes to a close. We did it. We ran the route. We got the transformation boost to the end. We didn't get the double Piccolo Boo, but we made do with that Go Tanks. Pretty cool event, pretty cool team. And remember, you can always live the dream as long as you're selfish.